And welcome back to another episode of the Convoluted Podcast. It's your host, Jesus, aka Tyrant Dominus, and I'm here with Liz.
Hey.
And if it's your first time listening, it's free, and you can whatever. It's the words. We've been saying it for so
It's
long.
words. It's words.
It's words.
You can follow or subscribe, and if you don't want to, you don't have to.
Exactly. Depending if you're watching this on YouTube live or are you listening to this on any of the podcasting platforms, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, what's the iTunes one? Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, all those.
Apparently that sleep, an extra hour of sleep did not help you.
I didn't get extra hour of sleep. I got an extra hour of work. God, I'm exhausted. It's technically for the day of the recording. I hope everyone remember it was daylight savings. Like while everyone was asleep an extra hour, I had to work an extra hour. So for me, it's actually an hour more. So it's 10 o'clock for me. So it's a little later than me. So apologies for my exhaustedness. But yeah,
no, not.
We're getting close to.
We didn't win the Powerball, y'all. That's why we're exhausted.
Yeah, we were kind of this pre-show discussing. You know what? I'm gonna do. If you guys want to listen to our discussion on, we might release it as a mini bonus episode because we do pre-recordings of before we go live. If you want, let us know if you want to hear our pre-talks because we have them recorded and ready to go, but you guys don't get a chance to hear them. Let us know down in the comments if that's something you guys want to hear. But yeah, the Powerball is going crazy. We'll do a quick mini cap. It's crazy. It's a large amount of money. I actually did a few years, not years ago. Yeah, a couple months ago, almost a year. I looked up the statistics of someone winning in Oregon, and it's pretty low. Of winning the Powerball. The Powerball, what is the Powerball at the moment, actually?
$1.9 billion. Nobody won.
Let's see. Powerball is sitting at, is that the exact number? 1.9. 1.9, almost $2 billion. That's a lot of money. Even after taxes, you would be sitting at close to, because taxes is 45%.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be literally almost part of the 1%. Or actually part of the 0.5% actually. So you'll be up there. And guys, if one of us won it, we would you'll see us podcasting more, seeing crazy stuff, helping our friends and families. And you know what? Actually,
select few. Come on, granted.
Oh, you know what? Yeah,
select few that we want to help.
You know what? That's a lie. We'll be spending it, champagne, yachts, everything, sports cars.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Traveling. We're not helping no one. We're helping ourselves to the day we die. We'll die young with that money. But yeah, it's a large amount of money. I actually looked, like I said, a few months ago. I looked up the statistics, and what was the last time an Oregon person won a Powerball winning, and it's been over 15 years since someone in Oregon has won a Powerball. It's mostly,
I think I remember that.
Yeah, it's usually always East Coast, my bad. East Coast people winning, which makes sense. There's a little bit more population on that side of the country. But yeah, there's our chances are low. But it's one of those things. I personally don't go crazy on the Powerball or gambling in specifically. Like casinos or anything like that. I think the most I go gambling would be I've been to a casino a few times and just spent a few bucks, and then maybe a lottery ticket every other month, very far and few in between. And the few times
I really don't ever play unless it's high like this. That's the fun of it. That's ooh,
exactly.
Cool. Let's
and
play.
even then,
I'm sure next round, somebody's gonna win it for sure. I have a feeling.
Exactly, and even then, I don't go some people putting $100 into it. Here's the thing, guys.
Probably put $6 on the last two ones that I've done.
Exactly.
So I'm thinking about maybe increasing my odds to about $20 worth of it. Yeah, that's about it.
With almost $2 billion, that's not bad because at the end of the day, you got to treat this as a game, not as an investment. Some people are treating this as investment. It is not. Gambling is not an investment because at the end of the day, you are more than likely to lose than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Treat it as a game. Like put in what you think you can, and if you win something or win it big, good. But remember, it's just a game. Don't put too much. The reason I remember to play is my mother keeps telling me, "Don't forget to buy your ticket," and I will buy the ticket because my mom wants like a very lavish farmhouse, and so that's the least I can do for her. But yeah,
I'll give her a farmhouse if I win, okay?
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So,
Your
uh,
mom's so sweet, you know?
thank you. She appreciates that. But yeah, it's a fun thing. Remember, guys, if you guys are playing the Powerball, if you're in the States, uh, treat it as a game. Don't treat it as an investment. It's fun, but don't overspend. I know there's people going spending like crazy amounts of money. It is. I know. Understand. It's probably going to be at 2 billion by the time it hits because it just goes up by the more people spend. But at most, I think in the last, because I played 3 times now and I spent $4 on the first day, 6 on the second, and on the third, this last one, I spent 6 again. So I'm at 4, 10, $16. $16.
Okay.
And not bad. It's not. I'm like it's. What did I miss out? Nothing too grand. Like someone says, like you could have used that so $16 for something. True, true. But I was just playing the game, and my mom told me to, so I'll just tell my mom.
She
Mom,
wants your lavish farmhouse, okay?
okay, my
Give it to
mom wants
her.
my leverage. So I'll spend $16 to try to get her house. Okay, that's the least I can do. So me personally, I think I'll for fun, I'll probably put a 10 for the next one and go from there. If
I'll
someone,
go for 20, just for my odds
oh,
up.
she's good. She's doubling it. Should I go for 20, guys? Should I? But yeah,
Yes, do 20.
20. Oh god, she's pushing the. Oh god, peer pressure, peer pressure.
What?
Okay, so let's get to some of the stories. Actually, no, let's do a little catch. That's kind of our Powerball talk. Is there? How has you been? Or do you want to
I've
just
been
get into
good. I've
stories?
been good. This week's been a little bit laggy, I think, because of the weather. But I finally feel a little bit more sleep. I got a little more sleep last night since we got that extra hour. Yeah, I had to wake up in the middle of the night to get Mr. Moo out for a potty break at 4 o'clock in the morning. I had to look
Oh,
at the clock and I was like, "Oh, it's 5 o'clock in the morning." Nope, it's technically 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, we're good. I still have few more hours to sleep before I have to get up for the podcast.
there you go. There you go. I had to stay awake 1 hour longer, but that's fine. I kind of had it in my head already to kind of like, okay, I gotta plan this right. Gotta plan this right. But yeah. For me, I've nothing much has changed. I've been working on. I spoke with Liz in this on the back end. There's a few projects I'm working for, not working for, working on for next year. I've been brainstorming with a couple other people, but you'll hear more about those projects coming to fruition probably the beginning of next year, and one of them will probably, if everything goes right, will be releasing February, sometime in February.
Sweet.
But yeah,
Good
at
to hear
the
about it.
yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know a little bit more later. But for now, just I'm gonna keep those 2 projects hidden for now. If you caught my streams, anyone listening, or are in the Discord, actually, there's some notes in the Discord about some of the projects already. But yeah, you can always join us on our Discord if you want that, or if we can plug our merch. Liz is wearing our DIY tie dyes.
Tie dye.
It's a plain white shirt that you can tie dye yourself. And yeah, or we have a bunch of other fun merch on there. But yeah. Busy, busy, busy. I personally am trying to get ready for a trip, but that's I'll have more to talk when I come back from that trip.
Yes, so there won't be a live podcast next weekend.
Yeah,
I'll get
probably
to sleep in. He'll get to be partying, and it'll be a great weekend.
we'll probably release a bonus episode for that week. So for all our subscribers on Anchor or Spotify, there will be a bonus episode for you guys down below next weekend. So look forward to that. So is there any specific story that caught your attention?
There was a couple. We have the carrot, uh, and I also thought of this one at the last minute this morning, which is hilarious. Disney World Fugitive.
You can
Just
start on it
posted.
while I just post.
Yeah, I just posted it today.
You can
Speaking of
start.
today, it's
Well,
on today's news. A New York fugitive was vacationing in Disney World after nearly 1 year on the run. An off-duty officer spotted him. Dun dun dun. Krishan
oh wait, I
Burton
have that noise. Wait.
Krishan Burton was charged last year with stealing the identities of at least 4 people to fraudulent obtaining about $150,000 in COVID-19 relief loan applications, according to court
Oh
documents.
my God! Look at once again people using the system. Fuck.
Uh-huh.
Why
And
can't
New
we
York
be that
State,
evil?
because we're not.
God, man.
Our parents did not raise us that way.
Kind of wish sometimes, man. Some people just get away with so much money. Fuck. All right, continue.
A New York City fugitive had been on the run for almost a year, was vacationing at Disney World's Animal Kingdom theme park when he was spotted by an officer who was investigating his case, according to court documents.
How random is
Jeff,
that you're at Disney Disney
on
Animal Kingdom?
vacation.
Like, okay,
Damn, your vacation is ruined again.
and then you're like you're the detective and you're like, okay, I'm vacationing, I'm like working on a case, but you know, I have to take breaks too. You're there, I'm like, wait, isn't that the guy? Right.
Right? Jeff Andre, a federal officer with the United States Postal Inspection Service, was on vacation October 20th at the Florida theme park when he happened to spot Sean Burton. Sean, that's interesting. Burton, 32, was charged on November 29, 2021, with allegedly stealing the identities of at least 4 people to fraudulent obtaining almost $150,000 in COVID-19 relief loan applications. He'd been on the run since the USPIS tried to arrest him last December in his Brooklyn home. Charges against Burton include a conspiracy to steal government funds, theft of public money, property or records, and aggravated identity theft.
Wait, didn't
Aggravated
we talk
identity
about
theft?
I think we talked about him around the time they were arresting him, or they're trying to arrest him.
Might have.
I think
Very possible.
this, or I think either of that, or I've heard this story, or I've heard of this story. Because it's not the first time. I'll be honest. It's not the first time we've heard of someone stealing relief funds, stealing people's identities to get the all the checks and stuff like that. But that's a lot of money. $150,000. That is a chunk of money.
Upon recognizing the fugitive he's been investigating, Andre alerted Disney World security, who had contacted the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Officers approached Burton after he left the Orlando theme park, where he gave them a false name and resisted his arrest. He was arrested and transferred to federal custody, according to officials. A judge in Florida initially ordered Burton's release with conditions in detention hearing on October 27th, but the decision was overturned. Just kind of, he was in extreme flight rest, obviously. He's been eluding officers and people for almost a year. So, yeah.
Interesting. So, yeah, you know, you could only stay in hiding for so long, right? And then when you get you're just kind of like, okay, I need to go out. Like, you know, you got to get out. But the thing that gets me is what's funny about this story is like, what are the chances that the detective that's investigating your things is in the same location as yourself? Like,
I don't know what the odds are, but that's freaking amazing.
it's like bumping into your parole officer in the grocery store. Like, oh, we shop at the same grocery store. We'll just walk.
Weird.
So
I just meet you here. I mean, it's so convenient for me to be at a grocery store than to be at your office.
so on top of that, like he was probably in the same area. That makes sense. Same state because he's investigating, so it makes sense. Or wait, he was vacationing. I wonder if he went to Florida to vacation during the investigation, and then it just happened to be there.
All right.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like, and the thing is, like, I don't know. In my head, I'm picturing like they call out to him, what's his name? Quashan.
Quan.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna go.
Quashan Burton. Imagine if someone says, because he has a very unique name, and they say Quashan Burton, and he looks back, And you shouldn't respond to that name, you know? Like if you're in hiding, you just ignore the name and just keep walking. That's not me. That's not me. That's not me. Because because that's a very unique name. If I heard that or someone tried to pronounce that name, I'm like, would I look? I'm trying to think. Not really.
If you have people yelling at you, like just yelling in general, you'd be like, "Who's yelling?" You know,
Yeah, you
that kind
kind
of
of
thing.
look around. You look around, but not in the. You look around, but not in the direction of the
Yeah.
yeller. But yeah, it's just. But on top of that being a unique name, but because there's been times that people yell out my name because it's a very very common name. So and like when I hear it, I'm like, are they calling me? Because it's also just used as a term of annoyance too. So it's like, what is that? Like, are you calling me? Like, nah, I'm just mad. I'm like, okay, no, okay. So
Jesus.
exactly.
Should make that as a soundboard. Jesus.
I'll clip that later then. But yeah, it's what are the odds? Hopefully they get through it because stealing people's identities because that just hurts a lot of people. And to the people who how many people? 4 people that could have used that relief because you just
or they didn't need that relief and they were getting charged for it.
True.
Because there's so many different ways of this going. So
okay, let's
want to talk about the enormous carrot?
Well, actually, stay with the animal kingdom and let's talk about some campers and some fugitive lions.
Okay, but I'm gonna come back to the carrot.
Oh, we'll stay
It's
with
in the
carrot.
animal kingdom.
We'll go with the animals. We'll stay with the animals. So,
All right.
5 lions escape enclosure at Sydney Zoo as campers sleep nearby.
Okay, I have to look for the article. I don't know where that.
It's a Twitter link. From November 4th.
Okay.
There
you go. Yeah. Okay.
Families who were camping at Sydney Zoo for a roar and snore night had to flee early that morning when
snore.
That morning when 5 lions escaped. Armed police descended on the city's Taronga zoos soon after 7 a.m. when an adult male lion and his 4 cubs were seen roaming outside their enclosure, close to where scores of people were sleeping in tents as part of the zoo's overnight camping package. That's kind of cool. Would I personally like camp at a zoo? No, personally no.
Did an aquarium.
I don't know.
My odds are better.
Well, true. For me, I have a very sensitive nose, so strong scents get me a lot. So, like zoo smells are hard for me. Aquatic smells are hard for me. For long periods of time. So I personally wouldn't feel comfortable sleeping, and it just would bother me too much. But that's cool. I like the idea. I think as a kid I would have been happy with it, but as an adult, like,
Yeah, my nose is gonna kill me.
Exactly. You know what? If I win the Powerball, I'm buying a zoo like that movie. Let's see here.
Be able to magically speak to them.
Oh, God. Wait, did he really speak to them? I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking about there's so many zoo movies that my brain has put to that one, probably.
Anyways, one of the lions had to be tranquilized while the others were enticed back into their enclosure by zookeepers. The zoo said it was urgently investigating how the animals managed to escape. That's one of how did they escape? You know, was it like an employee? Right? Like how did they escape?
I don't know.
Oh my God, New York Times, I hate you so much. Let's see here. The families were camping. Who had been camping with his family of 4 told the moment that the frantic used to have herded them into a toilet block to the restrooms, probably to hide. The keepers came running down the tents saying that there was a code 1. Get out of your tents. Leave your belongings behind. Code
Captain
one.
Bone, take
Yeah, code
pictures.
one, which means the incident involving dangerous animals was reported by zookeepers around 6:30 a.m. That's early in the morning. So probably, for the most part, you've probably slept most of the night away just to wake up to this.
I know, right?
50 meters away. That is pretty close. Wow,
Yes,
that
it is.
is God. Imagine that's what you hear like, and that close. Do you like how calm would you be, or would you be in a panic?
I'd probably freeze. I'm not gonna lie. I probably would freeze and be like, shit.
Yeah, that's where you get that flight or flight response. Like you either run or you just freeze at that point. Like it's
Yeah,
hard.
I would probably freeze and be like, of course, I'd probably be like looking, what are my odds outrunning this thing? Not very
No,
much
not many,
likely.
not many. Mostly if it was a zoo thing, it'll be you and your daughter probably, right? So it's not easy.
Not going to Australia, Ursula.
Yep, I'm not subscribing. But yeah,
We were a bit surprised and thought it was part of the action paction. Damn.
it's crazy. It is crazy. I I honestly wonder how that happened. It had to be someone not doing their job properly, or someone who just was acting very malicious. And like, you know what? There's gonna be a slaughter
Probably.
tonight. Because those are the only two
Mhm.
things I can think of. And yeah, that's literally the only two things I can think of that would like be plausible enough to like, yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, it's crazy. Part of the action package.
All right. Like you guys want to survive? Go for it. Do it. I believe in you.
So is it my turn? My
Your
turn?
turn. Yeah, we're gonna keep with the animal packages.
Massive carp named Carrot strikes again at the French lake.
Strikes again.
It was not the largest carp to have been caught at blue water lakes this week, which is remarkable. But the bright orange behemoth, reeled in by Andy Hackett on Thursday was definitely the most striking. The 20-year-old female carp, which resembles a giant goldfish, weighed 67.4 pounds. That's like a toddler, a young child.
That is a big fish. That is a big fish.
before she released to fight another day. Blue water lakes are located in Champagne region in France. Is billed as the country's premier carp fishery. It's so popular that guests have booked well in advance. The carp caught by Hackett, nicknamed Carrot, is prized among anglers because of her coloration. Most giant carp are pale or brownish. Look at
Yeah,
it.
it's
She's a
like
very
bright.
beautiful
It's bright
orange,
orange.
bright orange. She looks like a goldfish. She ain't kidding. Carrot was stocked 15 years ago as something different from the anglers to try to catch. Jason Crowler, a spokesman for Blue Water Lakes, told FTW Outdoors, "It's not the biggest resident in the lake, but by far the most outstanding." Crowler said Carrot's last season was caught around 9 times, and on February 22nd, she broke the 60-pound mark for the first time, weighing at 61.5 pounds. She eluded capture until Thursday when she tipped the scales at 67.5 pounds. The blue water fishery boasts a substantial population of carp weighing 50 plus pounds. Since Hackett's catch, anglers have caught carp weighing 92 pounds, named Migsy, and 85.5 pounds peaches. That's the end of the article, but that's just pretty cool.
That is cool. That is cool. It just it's a reminder that you just never know what you can find out in the wild. And apparently this
Well, this is at a fishery, so this is well contained.
but to
well
get that
contained.
unique of color, you gotta
I know, right?
it's like crazy.
It's
Um
beautiful carp. I mean,
it
granted.
is. It is.
If that fish died, I would have it stuffed just for like prize.
No, you know what you do? Do you remember those stupid bass things that you would hang in the
Oh
wall?
yes, have you seen those on TikTok
I
lately?
haven't seen them lately on TikTok, but stuff it and do one of that to it. That's how you do it. That's what you do. That's what you do.
Make it sing I love it because they have tweaked a lot of them. They took a bunch of them and they tweak
Yeah,
them to sing songs. I was like, that is pretty clever.
yeah, they retrofit. I've seen a few clips on YouTube where they retrofit them and like make them talk to like Siri and stuff. Which that someone took the time to do that. I'll watch a quick video as long as it makes me laugh and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. Long live the gold the carrot, right? Yeah, long live carrot.
Yeah.
So you know what?
Well,
I want to stick with this like animal theme. I want to stick to this animal theme. And I want to
I have.
talk about the Riverton police who found 3 naked children and 30 snakes
I
responding
think
to
I
a
posted that. Or was that you?
yes. No, you did.
Okay.
Let me read this one.
Go for it.
Okay. Police on Thursday arrested a combative young mother in Riverton and rushed her 3 unclothed children, her geckos, a dog, a cat, and 30 snakes to safe places. Staff at Riverton Hotel called police Tuesday to voice concerns about an erratic woman from Nampa, Idaho. Ooh, it's Idaho. And her 2 children who were wearing only underwear were bruised. Riverton Police Department spokesman Bart Ringer told Cowboy State Daily on Wednesday. Oh, okay. I don't know why I read it that way. But anyways, officers arrived and found 33-year-old woman who acted extremely erratic and hostile towards officers. The woman reportedly said that she would shoot officers with a crossbow. A crossbow? Who has a crossbow these days?
Bruh.
There's a lot of hunters that actually do it as a way of being not as evasive as with guns, you know.
That's true.
Not a single fuck was given
So,
this
let's-
day.
My friend who does that occasionally would do that with a crossbow.
Okay.
So.
Here, her 3 children, including a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 4-year-old, all dirty. The family car was also dirty, cluttered, and teeming with animals. Oh wow, that's a lot. What the heck? What the heck was happening here? The mother was taken into custody, and the children were taken into by family services. Authorities took the dog, the cat, and 2 local shelters, but the gecko and about 25 to 30 snakes stashed in pillowcases. What the heck? Like what?
Not a single fuck was given this day.
Okay, let's see here. The police took the reptiles to Riverton Pet Store, which keeps a number of exotic animals in climate-controlled conditions. It's a good thing, said Ringer. The snakes wouldn't have made it much longer, he said. It's supposed to get cold tonight. Ringer also said the animals are extremely poor condition. Well, that sucks. Asked about putting on clothes. The children reportedly said they had no more clothes to change into. Ooh.
Damn.
See here. The owner of the critter. That's not important. Helps love animal. Can care to suspects a large python, roughly 15 feet pregnant. Don't care about that. Others were all knitted together. Pillowcase. They were making sure that. Oh, okay. Nothing more about it, but man, what the heck was happening at this house?
A car? It sounds like a car.
It just sounds like a complete disaster.
$24.
No
Are you
idea
out of your
what
mind?
the heck was going on with this? Like, that's why I posted. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like something had to be drug related, right? It has to be, or mental related, because
It's mentally. She obviously was, feeling that, but
it has to be to get to this point. Like no clothes for the kids. All the animals were in poor condition. It's like
knotted together. That's crazy.
it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, it's one of those. She probably lived like in the outskirts, right? It had to be, right?
Definitely. I don't. Yeah, I don't know where Nampa is, but I have an idea of where it is.
Because it would take a couple. It would take a couple. Well, for me, it would take a few weeks before I have quote no clothes to wear. If I really didn't want to wash clothes.
Yeah, my uncle was like that for a while.
So
Where's Napa? There's Napa. Oh, it's near Boise. Okay, so you're not too far from Boise or Caldwell.
is it like more in the outskirts then?
No, it's not probably I want to say half hour, 45 minutes, maybe. It depends on where part of you are. Oh,
I don't know. It had to be something, but man, I hope everyone's doing good. Hope the kids are doing good now. But boy, it's just wild how some situations get. To like say
I
like
agree 100% on that.
like, hey, don't get close to me or I'm gonna shoot you with a crossbow. Like, but there was no. Oh, apparently there was no crossbow. I completely forgot that. Oh, there wasn't even a crossbow. She just said she was gonna shoot him with a crossbow.
Mentally got insane, just saying something just to get reaction.
To get a reaction. Yeah, it has to be that. Like, I feel really bad for the kids. Like, for this to be the incident.
The fact, I wonder how long it's been going on.
Exactly. Because this woman's like roughly our age, so it's like, oh, she gets it. Just like it's a more what's the word? More relatable tone because it like in a sense of like ages. It's like someone in our age group, like just going through this. But boy, but yeah, I hope the kids and animals are doing good, and get the everything settled, and hopefully this woman gets some help because boy, if she ever wants to see her kids, yeah. Okay.
All right, I think we ran out of Animal Kingdom stories.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know where we're going to. I have a couple of crazy ones I posted. I don't know if you saw them.
I didn't really
81.
read through them. Is there one that really speaks out to you? Something crazy?
There's a couple. An 81-year-old, and then 2 Denver firefighters.
Let's do the 81-year-old.
Okay.
Because old people are funny.
Well, the next one I think might kind of coincide with the other one too, just for shits and giggles. 81-year-old Japanese man confesses to pushing wheelchair-bound wife into sea.
Damn, how, like, what did he forget to? Did she forget to cook the meal for him properly or something?
Oh no, we'll find out. Japanese authorities in Kanagawa Prefecture,
Kanagawa
was arrested an 81-year-old man who confessed to killing his wheel-bound wife by pushing her into the sea. Hiroshi Fujiwara told investigators that he had grown tired of taking care of his 79-year-old wife, Chiruko, who lost the ability to move her legs over 4 decades ago. Fujiwara brought Chiruko to a local port by car on November 2nd under the pretense of taking her out for a walk before pushing her into the sea. Chiruko's body was later discovered floating in the water by fishermen who reported it to a local government official. That's the same thing. According to the Asahi Shimbun, the couple's eldest son reached out to local authorities at 7 p.m. to tell them, "My father said he pushed my mother into the sea." One of the couple's neighbors residing in the same apartment complex expressed shock at the incident. He's a friendly and often gave a ride to his wife, who I understand was bedridden. Oh shit! Commercial. Damn it! Ads.
Okay, he was devoted to his wife, and there was nothing to suggest he could kill her. I guess he was struggling inside. That's one of those things. Okay, that kind of ends there. Yeah, it's one of those things. And probably the COVID times didn't help either.
Oh no,
because
I agree with that.
It just it got a lot of people different ways, and this man seems like he probably was suffering these last couple months. It's hard.
Years. Yeah.
When it's older couples, we have now the technology and the innovations to take care of people now these days, but some people can afford it. Some people can afford it.
No, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, why couldn't he just put her in a home? Yeah, it'd have been sad, but it would have been the best outcome. But at the same time, I think the kids should have helped out. Said, "Oh, my parents are older. Let's take care of mom and dad."
Because that's one of the few things. It depends on what's the word I want to use? The traditional way people handle it. I know the Japanese people really take care of their elders in a sense. Same way with my family. It's like someone usually takes care of the parents. Surprisingly, from what I've noticed, at least in my family, you would think it's usually the eldest, right? Because that's what I've seen in most countries. It's usually the eldest takes care of the parents and stuff. But in my culture, surprisingly, it's not usually eldest. So it's different depending on the family. It's usually whoever decides to take care of the parents at that point. I don't know how. I
Mhm.
don't know if that's something in your.
And that was
Uh,
something that was discussed in my family at one point. It was a long time ago. I think I had a question related to that, and my mom said at the time, uh, "Your father and I would expect you, me, be me, to take care of them when they got old." I was like,
it's
"Oh, okay.
you.
I did not know that story, but thank you for letting me know."
Wow, wow. You didn't even get a chance. Like, no, it's you. You're doing it. Like, what? I don't. I
Well,
don't get
oh,
a. I
okay.
don't get to have the discussion with my other siblings. Oh, so you don't get the choice. Like, you have
I don't get a
to.
choice, but I think my younger sister would have helped me out if I wanted to go like on vacation or something. She would have helped out if I was in that situation.
Yeah, I
So,
think because the thing is, like, it's not that I like personally. It's not like I wouldn't take care of my parents. It's like I'd rather have like it's a moment of obligation, right? Like
mhm.
I'd rather have it be my choice. Like I'm the one deciding. Like yes, I want to take instead of being forced
Exactly.
upon
I
me.
would think it would be more of that like, okay, yes, I'm financially able to do this. I can do this. I can take care of you. Yes, I can
Like
take care of, excuse me. Um, Financially be able to do this. Like I if I had to leave my job to take care of them, that would have been, something. But I
it's,
think
it's
it would had been at that moment in time, like not like,
yeah, you
yes,
literally.
hey, you're going to be the one doing it. Okay.
You know what? Now at this point, it's like, oh, I am. You're going to home. There you go.
Oh, I no, honestly, after working in the ED for so long, there's so many homes I would not give. Like, if I ever had to resort to that, like, no, no, I will like literally quit my job to do it because after hearing so many horror stories, so many things going on, especially during COVID, like, it's
True,
just
true. You know what? You know what? We haven't really, like you and I haven't really found stories about home, but there probably hasn't been anyone popping off. But you should probably,
well,
there
I
should,
hear see them in the ED, so like for me, it's a different story.
true. Maybe they're not as, quote, wild for the show. Um,
Yeah.
so it's like, it's just more sad than anything, right?
Mhm.
But true, because I remember when I was younger in my high school days, I always told my parents, we're putting, like me and my sister said, we're putting you in a home to both of our parents. So, I think actually to this day we still joke about that. It's been a while. It's been a while. COVID did
You
not
might want to
help a
bring it
lot.
up.
Well, you know what? I would. What are those? Aren't there like personal nurses and stuff like that? Shit.
Yes, in-home nurses,
Yeah,
yeah.
all that. Yeah,
They're
yeah.
called caregivers.
Yeah, yeah.
Called
Like I said, if
caregivers.
I won that money, like, all right, you guys, all right, you got get the farmhouse and the personal nurse, whatever shit, all that.
Yeah, I those are the people that I like truly because they usually find the patient within the first 24 hours of anything happening, which is great because they come in on certain times and days of the week too. So I love those people a little bit more because they do check up on their patients a little bit more frequently. So they're more that patient has a likelihood of surviving whatever it is, a fall or, you know.
And more, you know what? The other thing is it's more one on one, and you like the person hiring the person, you get to be the one like, okay, I like what you're doing. You're doing a good job. You're gonna keep working.
Yeah.
Instead of hiring a home situation where you're forced in a situation where it's like they're hiring the people and you're hoping they're doing their job to hire the adequate people to do it. Reverse that where I get to choose who I want to take care of.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Just and then of course, like I said, there's like a bigger ratio too. It's not a 1-to-1. It's a more like 1-to-4 ratio, if not more. And with the health services as it is right now, and a lot of people don't want to work it because it's not, the pay's not worth it either.
Hey, if I like I said, if I won the money, I would hire 3 different individuals, rotate them, pay them well. make sure they have good days off and vacation, all that nice jazz. Because at the end
Yeah,
of the
hell
day,
yeah, I agree with you on that too. I agree. Having that kind of thing because I don't. I probably still want to travel. My mom would probably still want to travel into her old age.
hey, with that
I
kind of
would
money,
actually hire somebody to come with me to help me do that job.
like you know what? Do you want a job where you can travel? What? Well, here we go. We're gonna be going to the Bahamas, to
Hell yeah.
Spain. This is part of the job. Yes, it is. So
I'll be
yeah.
paying for it. I'll be paying for your lodgings. Can't help with all the food, but I can do my best. Because
But
not
yeah.
everybody has a food, restrictions. I have mine. You have yours. I'm gonna go.
So okay. Let's continue on with the depravity of people. It's the last story that I just posted.
Oh, that one? Oh,
Yes.
I thought we
Yes.
hit the Denver cops who were.
All right.
That's the police.
So,
I can't even watch. Oh no, I can't do this one. No.
all right. Prosecutors, Iowa teens killed a Spanish teacher over bad grades. So,
This is a different story I heard. Okay.
oh, you know,
There's
okay.
I've heard another story out there.
Okay.
So.
So this is a continuation to a story that happened a little bit ago. They're now in court processing now, so it's like going through now. But just thinking about it, I don't think I've ever been upset with a teacher so bad that I wanted to murder them. Like, I've been annoyed.
Oh yeah, I've been annoyed and frustrated. Be like, well, I'm trying the hardest, damn it.
But to get so upset and mad to go through the process of like murdering your own teacher over a bad grade. How bad of a grade did you get for that, right? All right.
It's Spanish too. Okay, come on, dude.
All right. 2 Iowa teenagers killed their high school Spanish teacher last year because of frustration over a bad grade. Prosecutors said Tuesday in court documents that for the first time revealed a possible motive. Such a fucking stupid motive.
I know, right?
The documents were filed ahead of the hearing Wednesday, where a judge will hear arguments on whether to suppress any of the evidence against what's their name, Miller and Goodale, who are charged with murdering the high school teacher Garber in the small town of Fairfield. A lawyer for Miller is asking the court in Fairfield to invalidate 4 search warrants and suppress evidence from Miller's home, comments he made to the police, and information taken from his cell phone and social media platform Snapchat. Whoa, they are trying to, quote, hide evidence, end quote.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so, if you can get a good lawyer, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes money buys things. Note to self, buy myself a really good couple good lawyers if I wouldn't send money.
I know, right?
Garber's body was found in Fairfield Park November 3rd, 2021, hidden under a tarp, wheelbarrow, and railroad ties. She had been beaten to death with a baseball bat. Oh, that is horrible.
Jesus.
That's
a horrible way to go.
That is not a fast way to go. If someone's gonna murder me, do it quick. I do. That is horrible. That's a slow, painful death.
That is very painful. Oh God. My head is pounding right now just thinking of that.
Yeah, it is bad. Yeah. Like I said, just a quick slit the throat or shot to that. Just get it over with. It's like if you're gonna murder me, just murder me. That is not even worth. What? That is not even worth the bad grade. Like fucking people. Anyways, apparently there were 16 at the time. Fairfield is a town. That doesn't matter. I don't care how big the town is. Investigator found that Miller met Gerber at Fairfield High School on the afternoon of November 2nd to discuss his poor grades in her class. Gerber later drove her van to a park where she was known to take daily walks after school. Authorities said witnesses saw her van leaving the park less than an hour later with 2 males in the front seat. Males. I gotta zoom in a little bit better. The van was left at the end of the road After getting a phone call from Goodale, a witness later picked up Goodale and Miller as they walked to town on that road. Investigators say. In a police interview, Miller describes the frustration he had with the way Gerber taught Spanish and over how the grade in her class was lowering his GPA. Are you serious? Lowering his GPA? Fuck. The poor grade is believed to be the motive behind the murder of Gerber's, which is directly connected to Miller's. Court documents filed by Jefferson County Attorney Chancey Mooden and assist. Oh my God. I don't care. Miller initially denied any involvement in Gerber's disappearance, but later stated that he had knowledge of everything but did not participate. And according to court documents, he told police that the real killers, a roving group of masked kids, forced him to provide his wheelbarrow to help move her body and drive her up the van. Are you serious? Did he really say that? Like, no, I knew about, like, Liz, I knew about it all, but I didn't do it. They just had me participate. Oh, and yeah, they made me use my wheelbarrow. Sorry. Wait, I can't use my wheel. Can I borrow yours, Liz? Can I borrow your wheelbarrow, please?
I don't have one, so you're screwed.
Man, all right. We'll have to use my wheelbarrow then. Documents say a witness provided photos of Snapchat conversations that identified Goodale's admission that he acted in concert with other persons to bring about Gerber's death. The witness identified Goodale as making statements that implicate both Goodale and Miller's by name. Man, those Snapchat conversations, those were like text documents. Like, they get you, man. They get you. Anything else really? Issued.
Being tried as adults, so.
Yeah, okay. For the most part, that's good though. When it comes to these situations, it's sad. It's really sad.
It is.
Because
she was just teaching Spanish.
Literally, she was just doing her job, and these guys just couldn't learn Spanish properly. I won't deny some teachers can't teach properly sometimes, but
yeah, but I mean that doesn't give it a reason. I mean, no. Yeah, take it to the school board. Say, hey, I don't feel like this teacher is adequate enough for this thing. Go out to the principal. I mean, start a petition. Damn it. Well, there's other ways. There are other ways to get people.
Okay, but that's your adult brain talking. Did you think like that when you were a teenager?
Actually, honestly, we were trying to get a teacher fired back when we were.
Oh shit! What? Why?
French teacher.
Why? Like why? How bad was this French teacher?
She was really strict. Like, she got to the point where, like, English would stop talking. You don't say a thing in English. You say everything in French. At one point, it was
okay.
Really
that
bad.
Sounds normal. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. She made you stand out on the hallway. And
wait. What grade? Wait,
I was confused a lot of the times.
What grade? What grade was this roughly?
We were between 6th and 8th grade. So 6th, 7th, and 8th, we were taught French.
Okay. I'm getting. Okay, and what were the kind of the rules she gave?
So basically, starting from class, she would start everything in French. So everything was spoken in French. There was a time she broke into English to explain the task, but other than that, like, there are times where I just like brain couldn't comprehend, and I'd be like, "What?" And she'd be like pointing out in the hallway. So I'd be like standing out in the hallway, going, "I don't know what I'm doing out here."
Yeah, but you're not learning anything from there. You're just like stuck out there. Like, I did not understand what you said. I get that.
Yeah, she was very brutal.
Whatever
happened. Days, but her moods were like the worst thing too. Like,
ooh, mood swings, huh? As an adult, you probably notice it now.
But yeah. Now as an adult, I definitely recognized it. But also on top of it, she was a Mormon in a Catholic school. It was a very interesting twist on things. We were like, so yeah.
Interesting. So fun time. Whatever happened? Did she continue working there?
We left. My brother did try to petition her out.
But
I mean, we were trying to think of what was reasonable. I'm like, we live in a Hispanic, Vietnamese, Filipino neighborhood. Like, we should be learning one of those languages. I feel like,
why French? It's not like.
I mean, some Vietnamese. There's a small section I think might be speaking French, but like, yeah, I was like, can we like learn something that would be more valuable, like Spanish? Because I would definitely have more value in very Hispanic neighborhood.
Yeah, because this day and age, this day and age, it's like at
This
least
on the French
America,
language is
it's
just
like
trying to
it's
understand
like
it as
it's
another.
English. I would say it's English, Spanish, and if you really need to be adapted, it's like Mandarin. Like those are
Yeah.
3 languages you have to learn to make it in, like, at least America and in the business, because that's
Yeah.
kind of where it is.
Mhm.
But
I agree
anyways,
with you 100% because I don't. French is not a value, especially if you don't plan on traveling to French countries. I mean,
or Canada, yeah.
Canada, exactly. If I wanted to go to Canada, I'd be going on the our side of the Canada because it's all English speaking.
But anyway, continuing on. Just going back to this, man. I hope they throw the book on these people, or these
Oh, yeah.
these 2 adults at this point,
Mhm.
because to get to the point where they beat a woman to death, basically, and this is the outcome. Like,
Mhm.
they don't deserve anything.
I agree.
But yeah. Yeah, I hope they get it. Because on top of, like I said, if they get a good lawyer, some of that evidence will, like, no, we're not touching that evidence. It's not gonna be
Mhm.
part of it. But it's just we'll see what happens. We'll see if this story pops up again in our feed, in our eyes, because I hope they have some justice for the teacher, because we get upset with teachers, but they're not. That's not.
It's not worth it.
That's not
Go
worth.
killing.
Because at the end of the day, like, oh, it was hurting my GPA, my chances for college. Now you're gonna be stuck in jail for so many years because of it.
And you have to go get your GED that way.
Yeah, your chances for anything has been lost forever. Like, I don't know. As a teenager, nothing that wild ever got in my perspective. I think the most I got into were some hijinks or shenanigans. And even then, that was usually just my friend group and us getting into dumb shit where we hurt, like, each other. And that's kind of really it. It never got.
Speaking of which, I had a coworker talking about it. They used to go boxing before class or after school, and they would get caught sometimes. And then there was the cool teachers that would watch.
Yeah, there you go. All right, we're gonna get close to the end of the show. It's been a while since we did this, but before we get into the "Are We the Assholes" story, don't forget to check out our merch at merch.tyrantdominus.com to pick up your merch. We have some fun shirts. Represent by wearing our merch. It's pretty comfortable and it's always fun. If you want to join the conversation, always join us on our Discord. We have fun times there. Play fun games with us, or just check out some of the trailers that we are catching up. Or if you ever want to see when we're going live, there is an announcement tab right there. We always let you know there too. Besides that, yeah, it's been a while since we did this. Where the heck's my dice?
I know, right? Where's your die?
It's somewhere.
Die up.
It's been a while since.
I know, right?
There it is.
Buried.
It's buried. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's do this.
Bruh.
All right. Okay, number 2. All right, I'm gonna copy and paste this one. Oh, interesting.
Oh,
I'll let you read this one.
Oh, okay. Post it so I can read it. All right. Am I the asshole for telling my wife that leaving her used pad in my brother's place was inappropriate? What the fuck? Oh boy. My wife and I are invited to my brother's 31st birthday. He's single and lives alone in his apartment. Okay, so I'm assuming he's had some chicks over there.
Yeah.
So to give you the heads up, my wife and him don't get along so well.
Ooh,
But
okay.
okay, all right. It can be civil enough to sit at the same table. That's good. So we went and had dinner and talked, and everything was going well. No argument, nothing, till after my wife went to use the bathroom. Later, my brother went to the bathroom and then came back looking pissed. He kept giving me and my wife looks, and I didn't know what was going on until he pulled me aside before he left and told me that my wife had left her used pad in the bathroom. Hey, what are
Continue.
you supposed to fucking do? I was shocked and didn't know what to say because that felt highly inappropriate. He said he didn't appreciate that my wife did that and that it was a sign of disrespect towards him. I apologized profoundly and said I didn't know about it. He asked me to speak to her or she wouldn't be welcome in his place anymore.
Whoa, this sounds familiar a little bit. Continue.
He got in the car and I asked my wife about it. She's nonchalantly said there was nothing wrong with that. She did that and my brother was being ridiculous. I kind of flipped and told her it was very inappropriate for her to leave her used pad in his place, even if it was in the bathroom and in the trash can because it made him uncomfortable. She yelled, asking what was she supposed to do, and I told him she couldn't. Took it with her and threw it outside, not in his bathroom. That's my brother's place, and she told him. She told me how he felt about it. She yelled at me, calling me my brother an incel and asshole for getting her in her face about it. She said she used to use the bathroom and it's not the pad was since she dumped it in the trash can. At home, we still argued about it and she kept calling me and my brother names. She currently is not speaking to me and is avoiding me entirely. Regardless, I feel like this his place and gets to express what makes him uncomfortable in it. Of course, there's an edit right there. So
Okay, well, let's discuss this. So so let me start this, okay? So first thing is like I personally don't know the situation with the pad. So I've been like around with my mom and my sister, so I've seen it, but I've never seen any real like issue personally. So I don't actually know why they're upset. I know it's a female thing, right? A feminine thing. So I understand some like macho people dealing with this, but I personally like never like really thought of it. So it's just like I'm like, that's what's getting to you. Just that you probably spotted something in a trash can. I'm like, what? That's my initial perspective. Go.
no.
Go. I know you have a lot to say. I
I do. I'm serious. Okay. Like this guy does not have a woman in her at all on her period at all. It is his place. Like he's 31 years old. Should go the F up. He's not obviously been around a woman who has been on her menstrual period. What the fuck was she supposed to do with that? And I am pissed at the husband because he knows this is a female thing, that there's nothing she can do about it. She can't stop it. She can't make it, disappear, make it go away.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, I
it's
think
a cycle.
that's another thing. Yeah, I like that would be a monthly occurrence for the husband to like notice. Like, okay, that should be a normal thing, and he could have just explained to about like, yeah, just yeah.
It's not like she was meant to disrespect it. You know how many people are so gross? I've heard so many stories of women just leaving the full-out pad unrolled, sitting out wherever they felt like they felt, oh, I don't want to toss it into the little trash can that's right next to it. I'm just going to leave it out. We've seen that. And Safeway and where I worked, I mean, there's so many places, women could done it. But she was being discreet. She rolled it up, put it in the trash, covered it up. I mean, so technically there was nothing wrong with that idea. She did her job and doing due diligence and being polite and putting it in the proper receptacle where it was not noticeable.
Okay.
It was not. I am so furious because both those boys are acting immature and absolutely assholes.
Do you wanna read the edit, or you want me to read it?
You can read it, I guess.
Okay. Edit. I can't give info or expand on what was seen, but I can tell you that the trash can does not have a lid. It's not one of those trash cans that have a lid on top of it, but you can push it. But you can push it. What I want to emphasize is the fact that as guests, we should respect other people, respect people's homes, and not argue about what makes them uncomfortable. He said it made him uncomfortable, and that should, in my opinion, be acknowledged. I understand. I understand being respectful in other people's homes. You do your best, but this is a normal female human occurrence. Like you can't stop that.
Hmm.
But yeah, there he and the brother are both the assholes in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no ands, ifs, or but about it. Like there's a moment where if you're so insecure, wait, was that what the word is? Insecure? What's the word?
Mature.
Was it?
I think they're immature.
Oh, there are. Oh, well, yeah. The husband should be a little bit more at this point. At this point, right? Changing. Okay.
I love some of these comments that are left that
Yeah, I'm checking the gold and the Twitter reds here. Changing a pad equals gross. Bleeding on furniture equals acceptable. Got it? I guess. I should be taking notes.
I agree with everybody. That was hilarious. That was one of my favorite comments right there.
Oh, did you read the one under that one? Oh.
I thought it was you stick it on the wall or something.
Oh no! Under the one where it says like quote, put used pads and tampon in husband's pocket.
In husband's pocket, into that one. Hold on. Oh yeah. Please walk me through this logic here. Like I'm 5 because you lost me. The pad is too disgusting to put in the bathroom trash can. So you rather that she put it in her pocket or purse or just carry it around instead? Is it too disgusting for the little trash can so she can just instead carry it on her person during a birthday party?
The next one, when he said throw it outside, like what, my guy, what in holy unsanitary, like this reads like I can't believe you pooped in his house. It made me very uncomfortable. Please don't. Oh, there it is. Very uncomfortable. Please don't do it again. Go outside if you must. Like she's had to change it. That's how you dispose of it. Like maybe if you laid out might be an issue, but if she properly rolled it up and with a tissue and then this is your brother's problem. Also, I like you. Okay, whatever. I'll put you. Rather his wife sit in a full pad than change it into a. Oh my god.
Then she's bleeding out her underwear too, and all over her clothes, and then onto furniture. Okay, that sounds like a great idea, right? We're just following the other advice. We just bleed onto the furniture.
Okay, I'm gonna read this last one because it's the longest one, and I think it's appropriate. OP, the husband, yes, you're the asshole. Your brother is uncomfortable because he's acting like an insult. The word insult right now for me, there's a lot of terms for that, but inappropriate or immature is better. Your wife acted appropriately in disposing of her used pad in an acceptable and expected place, the trash bin. What you say if your brother came to you uncomfortably and demanded an apology from you because you flushed your used toilet paper after you pooped? Wouldn't you be confused that he would object to you disposing of used toilet paper in the appropriate way, in an expected way? Wouldn't you be angry if your wife backed him up and said it was wrong of you to make him feel uncomfortable in his house that you couldn't take it, throw it out somewhere outside? Are you starting to see how delusional this is when it's about poop instead of a period? It is that maybe is that maybe a clue that perhaps your brother's problem is just a basic misogyny and you're backing him up against your own wife? It's not your wife's fault that you and your brother treat her bodily process as worthy of being shamed. It is, however, something she won't put up with. It is no wonder she doesn't get along with your brother. Okay. I think that there's probably a lot more deeper stuff, and I think this is one of the few things that broke the camel's back in this relationship. And it even, you know what, it broke the camel's back and the brother-in-law and this the wife situation, and it snapped even more into the husband and the wife. Now at the end of the day, if this husband is smart enough, he should and have read through all these comments and isn't stupid enough to they're wrong, they're just backing up my wife. He should okay, I'm starting to see the logic. I was stupid. It was the heat of the moment. I'll talk to my wife again, settle. You're right, I was wrong. Be a proper husband and hey, I do apologize, my brother's wrong. Make the brother apologize. And then if the brother says no, why are you backing her up? It's disgusting. If not, then that's a whole another relationship thing with the brothers thing.
Yeah, he shouldn't be rummaging through the trash in general too. So that's gross on that
That's
level.
nasty too.
Yeah, like I wouldn't touch somebody else's trash. Like,
So, but yeah, that's this guy's the asshole. Hopefully, they figure something out with this.
right?
But yeah, it's stupid. It's ridiculous how some people can take something as simple as a period pad and just get it overblown and literally break up relationships. That's simple. Literally that simple.
Yeah. I agree with this. This is like crazy on so many levels. Like, I am with the wife on this one. Like, this is like obscene. We shouldn't even have fights or discussions about this. This is a known fact. We leave it alone.
So, all right,
Oh,
guys,
crazy.
let us know what you guys thought of this. So, once again, don't forget to pick up your merch at merch.tyrantdominus.com. Links are all in the description. Join us on our Discord.
Yeah, with us on Discord.
Yeah, join us on Discord. But yeah, everyone, thanks again for listening or watching. Until next time, see ya.
Bye.